My name is Michael Cioni. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Strada. Strada is an AI-powered workflow company. Those are all the right buzzwords, so I'm using all the buzzwords, but we really believe in workflow, and we believe in automation and AI. Automation and AI are different things, but if you work with them together, my goal is to give creative people more time to do the creative stuff and less time doing the boring stuff. And I can show you how. Strada runs in the cloud, and so I'm doing this in Chrome. And if we look at Chrome, the first thing I can do is take an asset, and I can see this one is actually in French. If we listen for 1 second.
Bonjour madame. Bonjour. Je suis là pour récupérer.
So we hear French right now, but we can transcribe 100 languages, but we can also translate it. So here's the same take.
Bonjour madame. Bonjour. Je suis là pour récupérer votre colis de 5.
And that can be captioned on top of the clip so the editor doesn't need to speak French, but can hear it. If I want to take this even further, here is a transcription from an interview that's an hour long. It's a very long interview. But what you'll notice here is that we don't require the interview to have audio attached. In the professional space, it's very common for picture and sound to be separate assets and to have more than one video asset. Strada does not require you to pre-render in order to make a transcription or watch a daily with separate picture and sound. So I can hide this angle and we can see one angle, or I can see the other angle. I can get rid of the audio. But these are 3 different assets, and with the transcription, it will play them back at the same time as if they're one asset, which is how we want to consume it. This is also really fast for editors and producers and post supervisors and writers and directors, because they can watch both angles at the same time, which is how we see it on set. We always see separate cameras, but when we watch dailies, we go back to one angle and we can get tangled up when we're like, is this take 1 of A cam and take 2 of B cam? And you get lost pretty easily. But if they're stapled together, you can always keep them in parity with each other. They're always locked together. But I can also go through here, and this is an AC, a camera assistant, and she was talking about the Tilta nucleus. And if I search that, it says there's 6 results. And just like Microsoft Word, I can tab through the transcription. It'll take me to this section. And right here, she says, yes, so I mounted. So if I click on the word yes and hit play.
Yes. So I mounted the nucleus.
So that quickly, I can go through an hour interview and find that one moment I'm looking for. And if I hit play, I'll mute it, and I were to go to another section, she talks about Apple Vision Pro, so I'll talk about Vision. I can see the time she talks about that. But if I wanted to go back to where she's talking right now, I have a little button called Follow, and it'll take me right back there. I'm in follow mode, so I never lose my place, and I'm able to see exactly where I left off. This is a really powerful way to use language to search and help editors, producers, writers figure that out. But the last thing we want to show is how we help people search with visuals. So this is a reality contest show. It's all shot outside. There's a whole bunch of takes. And what happens is I can click on any take and I can see that the machine learning, the AI, has tagged everything that it sees in this take, and it tags where that actually happens. So this is a timeline that shows a visual representation so that we can read and understand what's happening. So if I were to search by lake, I can instantly find that because everything, the AI knows it's a lake. But look at this first shot here. This is a picture of a tree. So how do we know it's a lake? Well, the AI says the lake starts right here. So we can watch the play button, 3, 2, 1. Now we know there's a lake. But if an editor just saw this thumbnail, they might mistake that for something else. They don't know there's a lake in there. But because I searched by lake, it gave me that clip, even though the lake is in the second half of the shot. This is really good for a lot of uses. You can think about a lot of places this could solve. Another example is finding something really specific. In this entire batch of files that we analyze, there is this one moment where a guy sprains his ankle. He takes his shoe off. So I can search by sock. I can see a camera here, and if I click and I see where is sock, there's a sock, but I don't see the sock. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. Right there. And there I can see, and I click right there, and now I found that take. Finding this moment in days and days of shooting would normally take someone 4, 5, 6 minutes, but we're finding it in 4 or 5 seconds, which is AI as a utility. It's AI that helps the creative process move faster. We're not trying to edit for people. We're not generative anything. We're just giving people faster search functions and the ability to kind of find tools and tasks really easily. I can search by wide ranges like night, and it'll understand these are all the clips at night, or an object like a cabin, but I can also search for an action. If I go to this, this is a commercial, and if I search by this, there's a moment in the commercial where the woman takes a drink. So if I search by drinking, I can see these are the takes where there's drinking. Drinking is an action and not an object. And I go in here, I say drinking alcohol. I think she's drinking alcohol. She was actually drinking apple juice, I think. And I can click right there and hit play. And now we'll see in a second the action of drinking. So if a director says, I want to line up all the takes where she's doing drinking, normally that would take an editor several minutes to find all those takes and get all the moments of drinking. But I'm going through them this quickly, and I can now a director or producer can just start getting into this and start saying, I know where I want to find those moments, and I can search and sort them really quickly. So our whole thing is all about using AI to make things a little bit faster. Strada is available in a private beta. You can sign up at strada.tech, and Strada is Italian for the word street, and I think workflow is like a journey from A to Z, from start to finish. So we call the company Strada because our last name ends in a vowel, so we like Italian words, and we also like the idea of taking people on a journey from workflow from start to finish.